This program is brought to you by the Reeves Law Firm, representing you and your Social Security and disability needs. If you have a problem or questions regarding Social Security and disability, call attorney Anthony Reeves, toll free at 1-888-962-0007. Again, that's 1-888-962-0007. Or go to www.reevesfirm.com.
Good day and welcome to another edition of Q&A Social Security Disability Today. I'm your host, Attorney Anthony Reeves, so let's go ahead and get to your questions. I got approved for disability benefits from the VA, so why is Social Security still taking time to determine if I'm disabled? This comes up quite a bit where people who get disability from other agencies wonder why they got approved by that agency, but then Social Security hasn't approved them. Most people don't know that under the regulations, the Social Security Administration is not bound by disability determinations by other agencies. In other words, just because an agency like the VA or maybe workers' comp or long-term disability, whatever the case may be, even though that entity has found you disabled, Social Security does not have to find you disabled just because they did, for a variety of reasons. One, because typically the standard by each agency is different, meaning, like for instance with the VA, they're looking at disability ratings. So you could receive disability benefits based on a percentage rating, as opposed to not being able to work, unemployability. With Social Security, they're looking at it from a different standpoint. They're looking at it from the standpoint that you're saying you can't work at all based on your medical condition. Now, does that mean if you're found disabled by another agency that kind of hurts your case? No, actually, it doesn't. The Social Security Administration will take in consideration a disability determination by another agency. So I know you're probably scratching your head going, okay, wait, but that doesn't make any sense. Follow the logic. Just because another agency says you're disabled, like the VA, they don't have to necessarily go and say, well, since they found you disabled, we're going to find you disabled too. So that's the one part of it. However, they will take it in consideration. So the fact that you were found disabled is something that Social Security may consider and give weight to when making a determination of whether or not you're disabled. So in other words, it can be helpful to you. But I just want people to keep this in mind, because I get a lot of vets or persons who get like statewide disability benefits from their various states, and they can't understand why this entity, like the state or even the VA, which is another federal entity, has found them disabled, but Social Security has not. Two different standards. Every one of these different agencies has different standards. So keep in mind, just because you were found disabled by another agency does not necessarily mean that Social Security is going to automatically find you disabled as well because that agency did. However, the information from that agency may be useful to assist Social Security to determine whether or not you meet the requirements of disability within the Social Security guidelines. I hope you enjoyed that answer to your question. Stay tuned, and when we come back, we'll let you know what our next show will be about. On our next edition of Q&A Social Security Disability Today, we're going to talk about disability and online classes. So make sure you tune in. Again, this is Anthony Reeves, and this is your Q&A Social Security Disability Today.